Okay, so today we're going to compare our shapes. We're going to compare triangles to pentagons and hexagons and see what are their differences. What's that fancy A word we've been working on? 1, 2, 3?
Attributes.
Yes. What are their 1, 2, 3?
Attributes.
Okay. Some of those attributes can be the same. Some of those attributes are going to be different. Okay. So we're going to be looking at their attributes, the things that make them the same or different. So we're going to skip that for right now. So we went over the math test. So one of our centers today is actually going to be using these math ties and straws. And I know you've done these in first grade. It's going to be actually out of center because I don't have a lot of straws. I'm going to have to get some more. So during your center time, you're going to be making some of these shapes that we just talked about. Okay, we're going to talk more about. So that's what I'm going to help you with. Okay. Okay. So when we look at these shapes, what can we say about these shapes? What can we say about these shapes? I'm going to pull our two-dimensional shapes poster over here. And I'm going to ask you to think about what you notice about these shapes using this poster. Okay? Here's our two-dimensional shapes. They bring them into circles, triangles, rectangles, quadrilaterals, other quadrilaterals, pentagons, hexagons, and we're going to be talking about these shapes. What do you notice about these shapes? Tell me one thing you notice.
Some of them aren't shapes.
That some of them aren't shapes. Okay, tell me a little bit more.
How can just a plain line be a shape?
Okay.
It could. Because it could be like, if they made it like that, it could be a shape.
Okay.
It's a doodle.
Okay. Okay, sit right down to doodle. Someone's saying it's not a shape. Okay. Tell me another thing about one of our shapes.
Two are connected, the triangles.
Okay, so this one is connected. She's saying there's two triangles she sees here. Tell me another thing.
Some of them don't connect.
Some of them don't connect. They have a little mouse hole, right? Like in penmanship, right? We talk about a mouse hole. What else do you notice about these shapes?
It's called a vertical or something.
Vertices. There's no vertices here. Is that what you're saying? Nice. What else do you notice?
That. Can I come up?
Yeah.
That. This one's short. This one's shorter than that.
Okay, so we have a line that doesn't go the same length as this line. Okay. What else do we notice about our shapes?
Can I come on?
Yep.
That this one is two shapes.
Okay.
That they're just the tips.
Okay. What is the shape that you see? The two shapes you see.
I don't really.
Two what?
It looks like a triangle, like the old-fashioned triangle.
Timers. Okay, so someone else is calling them two triangles. Okay. Tell me something else about our shapes.
Can I come up?
Yep.
That and obviously a
Ah, so we have a half circle and a full circle. She's saying.
That's
Nice.
called a semicircle. Yeah.
Semicircle. Yep. If you want to. Okay, this is a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides. Nice job. High five. That was sweet. Nice. Tell me something else.
Can I come
You
out?
can if you want to.
Everyone.
Everyone else is. Come on up.
Was it me or?
I was talking to you.
Okay.
I'm trying not to say names.
I don't know what it's really called, but like the lines like a rectangle is like they're two.
They're
same one. Penta.
Para.
Graph.
We have no. That's not writing.
Pentagons.
Listen carefully. Paragraph is when we're writing, and we know while we write in math, we're not talking about. We're not talking about writing right now. If we look at, he said, a rectangle, then these two lines are parallel, and these two lines are parallel. What does parallel mean?
The same. They do not touch.
They never touch. They're straight lines.
They're the same length, and they can keep.
They don't have to be the same length. They do not have to be the same.
Going without touching.
To infinity, and they will never touch. They will stay side by side. If you have a line like this and a line like this, eventually, they will crash into each other, right? They'll have a vertices at some point,
like
right?
A V.
An angle. Yes. Okay, so you were going to say, what about parallel lines? Is that all you were saying? Okay. Something else.
And the circle does not have any.
A circle does not have any parallel lines. Doesn't get. Okay. I'm going to take the next page. So today, your job will be to use straws and twist ties to build a 5-sided shape. You're going to draw the shape below. Okay? These are not going to be three-dimensional.
They're gonna be two-dimensional. Can be 4D, which makes it black.
It does not. It is just flat. Okay, this one says build a different five-sided shape, draw the shape below. So you're going to build it with those twist ties, right? So when you put on the twist ties, you're going to take them, and they're little pieces of twist tie and they're a piece of straw, and you're going to put them inside, and then you're going to bend them, and then you're going to add another straw. Okay? And I have to make a five-sided shape, so I'm going to take another one. Oh my, we've got some long ones in here. I don't know if someone got into these. And then I'm going to put another one in the end here, bend it. You've used these before, right? Last year, I know.
Yeah, I haven't.
Oh, that's right. And I'm surprised you should, actually. You and Cheyenne should have in first grade did the same math program. But. Okay, and then I'm going to put this one in here, and it says a five-sided shape. Am I finished? No. So I'm going to keep doing that. So it says build five-sided shape. What do you think the shape's name is? What do you think the shape's name is? Draw it here. Okay, so I'll just draw it.
Does it have to be shaped?
Yeah. How are the shapes you drew from problem 1 and 2 alike? How are they different? So you're going to write some sentences here. Okay, think about what you would tell me with your mouth, with words, and write those words down on your piece of paper. Self-check. And it says draw a six-sided shape. Build a six-sided shape with these, then draw the shape below. Build a different six-sided shape and draw it below. What's the shape's name? What's the shape's name? I'll leave these out here, okay, so that you can see. We'll put them up high. And just how are the shapes you drew from 4 and 5 alike? How are they different? So what are their attributes, right? Think about attributes. When we're talking about how shapes are alike and different, we're thinking about their attributes. That's what makes them alike and different. Okay, so you'll have this page to do as a center. And then we have playing target to 50 is another center.
You took a picture of this.
I did take a picture of this because the directions were from 5 units ago, so I couldn't remember how to play myself. So it says, shuffle the number cards. Place the deck number side down. Players take turns. When it's your turn, do the following. Turn over 2 cards. You may either use 1 card to make a 1-digit number or both cards to make a 2-digit number. Model your number with base 10 blocks. So, for example, if I've turned over a 4 and a 2, okay,
You have to add them.
then I'm going to make a 2-digit number. So I'm going to make 42. And I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 2, 1, 2, 42. There's my base 10 blocks, right? Now, we're going to play up to 200. Okay? So what I want you to do now is not have 2 cards, but 3 cards, okay? So I'm going to put that up here. Target.
How are we going to remember our number?
Target, wait a second, 200, okay?
Can
So
we
now
get a
listen.
paper?
Oh, I'm waiting for you to listen so you know exactly what to do.
What numbers we have?
Are you listening? So you're going to make it with your base 10 blocks. So you're going to get 2 cards, or 3 cards, and make it with base 10 blocks. Okay. Your partner's job will be to make sure that you've got it right. Okay. Then, we're just going to do that part first. Tomorrow we'll do the next part since we're working in 100. Okay? Okay. So you also have math boxes for your journal. So, solve. We've been working on these. These are actually getting kind of fun for the later. The white flagpole is 38 feet tall. The gray flagpole is 20 feet tall. How much taller is the white flagpole than the gray one? So when I'm comparing 2 things, I am finding their difference. Okay, so I'm always subtracting. Thank you. Solve. You may draw a diagram. Christina jumped 40 inches. This is 13 more inches than Justin jumped. How many inches did Justin jump? Number, model, and the answer. Use X's to show the following height data on a line plot. They give you the line. Now you're going to just use X's, just like you did on the test. You did that so beautifully. Heights of plants in centimeters, so you're just going to fill in the X's above each number, right? We've done that before. Easy peasy. Here's where it gets harder for you.
Explain.
Writing, reasoning. Dawn wrote this number model for a problem. Okay? 13 plus what number equals 40? Excuse me. Do you agree? Explain your answer. So for 3, he wrote 13 plus what number equals 40? Do you agree? Explain what makes you agree.
I don't get it.
So if this, now you have to do this one, and then say, all right, if you say you don't get it and you're not listening, then you're not going to get it. Okay? So listen very carefully. He said 13 plus what number equals 40? Is he right? And what was he thinking? Once you solve this, you'll know how to do this. Question you cannot answer yourself. Question you cannot answer yourself.
About the game we're going to play.
Yep.
So if you get like 10, and then you're supposed to get like on a card, you're supposed to get 2 more numbers.
You get 3 cards. You pull up 3 cards, and then you make them with base $10. It can't be over 200 right now. We're just going to do that part first. Tomorrow we'll learn the next one.
Then so you can't have
What cards are we
using?
using?
And you get 2 cards.
So you need 3 numbers. So if you have a 10, you don't have to take all the 10s out. That's a waste of time. So if you have a 10, then just use it as one of your numbers. Okay? Okay, good question. Okay, let me just tell you one more thing.
How do you play this?
I believe that the Shapes Museum is your next piece of homework, and I will put that in your mailboxes in a minute.
I put it in
You already did? Oh, perfect. Thank you. I forgot you did that. I thought maybe you did. Okay, so your centers for today are going to be target to 20. That's one of your centers. Okay, self check. The next center is to do your journal. And your last center is to do this iPad activity that my friend has created for you. Self check. So to do this iPad activity, you're going to go into, go around the classroom, take pictures of things, not people. We know that, right? And you're going to then label what their shapes are using Pic Collage.
With
Okay?
3D?
With Pic Collage.
You're going to do 3 like sphere.
Well, she's got all the beautiful names of what all these are perfectly. I'm not sure who did this one.
I did.
Yeah. Okay, so this is our exemplar. I'll leave it up here. So this is number 3 center, our iPad center, okay? So you must visit all of these centers today. You are going to not have a ton of time. You're going to have 10 minutes, okay? So don't use your time unwisely. Sometimes you guys use your time unwisely. Maybe go get the regular math journals, just the math journals. Okay. So I'm hearing a lot of the math up and down, so it tells me that those aren't going to work at math for a few people. So if you can't keep the mat on the floor, then please don't grab that mat. Grab the smaller carpet square. Okay. Question you cannot answer yourself?
Can I go to the bathroom now? That's
You can turn it off.